back to game number 2 of tonight's Deathly Hallows Most Wanted Scrims. And again, like in game 1, Abstract from team number 6 is the most wanted player. Whoever kills that player will receive bonus points for their team. We are now in Sanhok, the smallest map and fastest, I would say, out of all 4. And we have a western to eastern flight path, starting off near to Camp Alpha and finishing off at Lakawi on the eastern side. We are with team number 2, Deathly Hallows, to begin with, and they are landing near to team 23, Zero Tolerance, with Noob Hunters team 12 taking Boot Camp. No team, strangely enough, taking Ruins, which is rare. And then we have team 14, Noob Hunters, taking Paradise. For now, I think we'll go to team 15, who are flying in with team 3 to the docks. Or at least they were until they saw team 3 going towards them. But let's go straight to Vape Denny. As he gets the first knock of today. And they are up against team 19, the Paradox, the winners of game number 1. Has been thrown in, and that's taken out Psycho. And Vape Denny has been knocked by Ant-Man. Nyx has also been knocked, as has Naughty. And you have Nemris over at 150. Going up against Subi has now been knocked by Nemris, and that is Nemris finished off by Ant-Man. And it is now going to be a race against time, but looks like Nash will be revived as well. So 3 members of the Paradox make it out. Unfortunately, they have lost Psycho, but they have 4 kills for it, so that might just make it worthwhile. But now let's have a look at the zone, and it has now moved west, and it has cut off a fair few areas on the eastern side of the map. And strangely enough, all the teams seem to be separated right now. And I think that comes from the experiences in game 1, and that they're now trying to play for placement just to use the last match and take the opportunity to try and rack up as many points as they possibly can. Obviously, we had a couple of teams with 14 kills in game 1, so they will want to try and maintain that top spot. But I'm sure that the other teams are not going to let them do it easy. So I think what we will do for the time being is just move over to team 23, and that is Zero Tolerance, and just see what they're up to. It looks as though Zero Tolerance Nana may have spotted Team 9 Riot over at Camp Alpha. They do have Team 2 Deathly Hallows to the left of them. And they are now preparing to fire shots towards Team 9. And that is right, Ghost taken down with Zero Tolerance Apps. Great shooting from Camp Alpha, a fairly long distance. But looks as though Apps has got plenty of time to get back and get revived. We still have Deathly Hallows Team 2 down at 3:30. Looks like they are being watched by Crate Snatcher. And grenades are now being thrown as Riot push in. Mystic has just been hit and is now choosing to retreat back down the hill. And here comes Riot Get Good now pushing up. Being knocked by Redders and a QBU from 320. And that is Crate that gets the kill. And Redders has just been knocked by Riot Mystic. With Nana being knocked too. Siren is low on health. Baz has now been knocked by Mystic. As has Tango. And that is Siren finished off there. And Lionheart's Matt has just been knocked and finished off as Team 20 now go up against Team 14 Noob Hunters. And Lionheart's Dudders takes down Noob Hunter's Big Steve. And 19 Tank has been knocked by Team 6 Zen, that's now pushing down the hill at 185. Big Steve has now been finished off by Zen Missy. And Lionheart's proxy has just got a knock, but now Lionhearts have been taken out courtesy of Vert in Team 6. We still have Abstract alive, and that is the most wanted player for Game 2. And we have Noob Hunters over at North, and they are now retreating back as the other Noob Hunters team goes up against Gen. So let's see if we can go over and have a quick look. And now the zone has changed again, this time moving north towards Hartin. And that then leaves a few other smaller compounds around the area, giving the teams a chance to loot there. And now we have Team 4, Deathly Hallows with Welshie getting a knock on Team number 9, and shots being fired back. And that is the Riot team with Riot Mystic knocking Noob Hunters Vixen. And that is Welshie getting the kill on Destroyer, as Team 9 now make their way around into the next zone. You've got Welshie just in on the outside, Mystic rotating left, Ghost being knocked by Thor. And that's Char taking down Thor. And Andy has now been knocked as well by Team 7. So that leaves Welshie, the last standing member of Team number 4. Now we've got Welshie pushing up the hill towards Team 7 Zen and Team 19 The Paradox. He is on his own, so he has taken a huge risk trying to go up against two teams. And he is sitting outside of zone. And to make matters worse, the Paradox are on the top of the mountain to Welshie's right. And that is it, with Killam getting the finish on Welshie. And Sons of Odin are now coming up against Noob Hunters, with Duke being taken down by Jacko. And we still have Alpha Abstract in Team 6, so the most wanted player is still up for grabs. As Team 6 then now come up against only the Brave. And Team 3, Deathly Hallows, has just tried to take shots at Team 6 as they drove past. The play zone is now taking down members of Sons of Odin. And Riot Ghost and Mystic maybe to follow them next, as Mystic is taken down by Zone. And surely Riot Ghost will face a similar fate very shortly. Now we have the Paradox going up against Noob Hunters. And Ant-Man has just taken down Noob Hunter's Gerbil. And there is still Obelisk remaining, as Abstract gets the knock on the Sons of Odin Jacko and gets the finish there, with the play zone finishing off Deadpool and Bayleaf. And here we go, and Alpha Abstract is knocked by the Paradox Subi. And that is Ant-Man being knocked by Zen Missy, Subi knocking Zen Missy, and Verts. And there we have it, Subi gets the kill, Alpha Abstract, so the bonus points will go to the Paradox for game number 2. And there we have our top 3 for game number 2. It is the Paradox Team 19 going up against Noob Hunters Team 12 and Deathly Hallows Team number 3. Deathly Hallows have the zone, with the Paradox having to come in from the top left hand side, with Noob Hunters Team 12 just on the right hand side. So it's a 3v3v2. Jammy takes down the Paradox Nash. And that is Nash finished off by Revolt. Ant-Man trying to come in and is knocked there by Jammy. And that is Jammy getting the kill on Ant-Man. And that is Noob Hunter's Flareon taking down Deathly Hallows Revolt. And Subi is now trying to get into zone. And is using a first aid kit, and it'll be very, very close. But unfortunately, it just ran out of time there. So it is now Deathly Hallows against Noob Hunters. With Flareon and Adam having zone. Jammy throws a grenade, Flareon and gets a knock on Buff. And that is Revolt knocked too. Buff is now being revived by Jammy. And a molly has just been thrown towards the tree. And Adam has been knocked by Jammy. And Jammy is now trying to get the revive on. Revolt flaring is on the right hand side. Adam is trying to go down. And it looks as though Revolt will be revived before Adam. So Jammy is now trying to get the rush on. And that is Adam up and revived. They're now starting to push down on that side. The zone is coming in, so they will then be pushed up too. Mollies are being thrown, but just at the wrong angle. Grenades still being thrown. Adam is low on health. So they're using boosts at the moment. A molly thrown by Jammy, but just hits that mountain, so doesn't get the distance he was hoping for. Adam has just fallen down. Another grenade is being thrown, but just rebounds off the mountain. Another grenade is thrown by Buff, and another. And here comes the smoke. Now Jammy is pushing up first. He will first come into contact with Adam, presumably. Buff is right behind him. Jammy is knocked. Buff is knocked. And that is the end of game number 2. And the winners are Noob Hunters with 8 kills. We have Deathly Hallows in second with 5. We have the Paradox in third with 19 kills. We have Zen in 4th with 9. We have Riot in 5th with 13. We have Noob Hunters in 6th with 2. And we have Sons of Odin with 2. If you have enjoyed this stream, please follow the channel for new content. You have been watching the Deathly Hallows Most Wanted scrims. And all that's left for me to say, as always, is please take care, stay safe, and we will see you the same time next week. Thank you for watching, everyone, and good night.